Hey drone friends, this is Adam at UAV Coach and Drone Pilot Ground School. Happy Friday morning and welcome to our Drone Weekly News Roundup. I have 4 stories to share with you this week. Our first story covers the company Wing and how they've announced the adoption of a new way to do drone deliveries that will allow the drone to make more deliveries with less stops. By using the new Wing Delivery Network, Wing's drones will be able to autonomously pick up and deliver packages without having to return them to a warehouse in between deliveries. This approach uses 3 key pieces of technology. First, the delivery drones. Second, the pads for takeoff and landing. And third, the auto loader stations. These stations are key as they allow the drones to pick up packages and carry them for delivery without having to take time to return to a primary warehouse for loading. Using this system will save a lot of time and will allow Wing's drones to make deliveries much faster. If this strategy takes off, no pun intended, then this might be a game changer for other drone delivery programs as well. Our next story dives into DJI and the production of Aeroscope, its drone detection platform. A few weeks ago, when you went to the Aeroscope product page, there was a message that read, "The Aeroscope is no longer in production." DJI's Aeroscope provided a way to determine a drone's flight path and status, and even the location of the drone's pilot. Aeroscope has been criticized for its use by Russian forces in the war in Ukraine, with some claiming that Russia has used it to find and kill Ukrainian soldiers using DJI drones. The question still remains as to why DJI stopped production on it. Brandon Schulman, a drone enthusiast and former VP of policy at DJI, tweeted that it either doesn't make sense to continue supporting a feature that was created to assist US security interests when being constantly attacked by US security agencies, or because the FAA remote ID is being implemented. But for now, it seems to be back in production as best we can tell. The next story is pretty interesting as a man used his drone to aid in his own rescue during a snowstorm. His car was stuck in the snow on a remote road in the Willamette National Forest in Oregon. He hadn't told anyone where he planned to drive that day and he had no cell service. But instead of walking out through the snow and risking hypothermia, he used his drone to get help. First, he wrote a text message to a friend describing the situation and his exact location and hit send. Then he attached his phone to the drone and flew it a few hundred feet into the air. When the drone got high enough, the message went through and rescuers came to help. Talk about creativity and quick thinking. And finally, Skydio has just hit a valuation of $2.2 billion. The company had already been the drone industry's first unicorn, which is a Silicon Valley term for when a company hits a $1 billion valuation in March of 2021. They have since doubled that in the past 2 years. The new valuation was helped along by a successful Series E fundraising round, which brought in an additional $230 million in funding, bringing the total amount Skydio has raised to $562 million. In addition to the fundraising news, the company has announced plans to build a new manufacturing facility in Hayward, California. The new plant will be a massive 36,000 square feet, allowing Skydio to increase its production capacity by 10 times its current level, and they plan to hire 150 people to staff the new facility. According to Skydio, the drones are now used by over 1,200 organizations, including 200 public safety agencies and over half of all US State Department of Transportation. So congrats to Skydio, and I can't wait to see where they go from here. And before we wrap up, here's some of the week's photo and video submissions to share with you all. All right, that's all we have for this week. As always, check out the links below to read more about each story. Also, show us some love by subscribing to our YouTube channel and liking this video. And now I'll pass it off to you. What do you think about Wing's new drone delivery approach? And how about Skydio being valued at more than $2 billion? Comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I hope you all have a great weekend. And to all of our drone pilots out there, blue skies and safe flying.